99.5 WKDQ, today's best country. We've got a great star on the phone with us today. So excited to talk to John Anderson. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, Eric. How about you?
Doing excellent. Just got back from Nashville doing the CMA Music Fest. Were you in the midst of all that mess?
Actually, I was down in Louisiana working over the weekend, but I saw a little of it before I left, and indeed they were in full swing here.
Absolutely. It was wall-to-wall, folks, and I'm sure you've been through a lot of that over your long career being there at the CMA Fest.
Oh, yes, indeed. Actually, yeah, when I first came to town, we used to call it fanfare,
Sure.
And we had a lot of wonderful memories out there at the fairgrounds, and then, of course, they moved it downtown to some nicer facilities, LP Field and such, and, yeah, it's really great to see how much they've grown through the years.
Now, John, I know throughout the years you've had a ton of hits. You know, you're talking 20 number ones here, but you're still out there. You're still hitting the road, and now you got a brand new album. Tell me about it.
We do, and it's called Goldmine, and that's after a song that I wrote with my buddy Josh Turner, and I was able to do a whole lot of writing on this particular record, Eric, and that always makes me happy as a songwriter. However, there's one song that I didn't write on the record, and it was written by an old friend by the name of Merle Haggard, and so I'm very happy to have a brand new, fresh Merle Haggard song on this Goldmine CD, and I know my fans are going to love it, and I hope his fans will love it too.
Well, I think I've heard of that young and up-and-coming songwriter. I hope he does well.
Yeah, I think he's going to do okay. Yes,
I think
sir.
so. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah, you can't beat that, having somebody like the Hag write you a great song. So I think you can deal with one song not being written by you, huh?
Oh, you bet. Yeah. Every time he writes me one, I'm going to do it. I'll guarantee you that.
Very, very cool. Now, I know, a lot of folks said that you had a comeback like in the early 90s after having a bunch of hits like Swingin' and all that. You never really went anywhere. But and now this might be called a comeback again, but you still haven't really gone anywhere, have you?
Oh, no. We've been working the road steady for the last, been on the road now for nearly 40 years, Eric. So, it certainly doesn't seem like we've gone anywhere, just back and forth a lot, you might say. But,
Absolutely.
We certainly haven't left or ever slowed down. In fact, I've never even contemplated slowing down for any reason. We just work pretty much steady through the years. We love playing the music, and I believe that shows. And indeed, when you can enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed it, it certainly doesn't seem like work at all.
Well, John, what's your thought on the current state of country music? A lot of new stuff out there, a lot of new sounds. What do you think about it all?
Well, there's a lot of new stuff and some great new stuff, and like I say, a lot of new sounds. However, I pretty much myself, I seem to favor towards the traditional sound. I like the old sound of the fiddle and the steel guitar. And two, I like the old country ballads, but on the other hand, some of these kids are really, really talented, and they're making some great records. So, I understand from being a youngster in the business, hey, you kind of have to do what's the going thing to do at the time, or it becomes really hard to make a living. And so, I understand these young kids have to do whatever they got to do to make a living. I'm just here to write our kind of songs and play our kind of country music, just to make sure that it's not completely forgotten about.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've always said that country music kind of always comes back to its roots somehow. Whatever it takes. And we've been through a couple years here where we really got away from it and nobody was doing it. Now I think it's kind of coming around again, and I don't think that style of music you're talking about will really ever go away.
Well, I certainly hope not. Like I say, as long as there are folks out there like myself who continue to write the country songs and continue to have a country style, I'm like you. I think it'll be here for a long time.
Absolutely. Well, John Anderson, it is a pleasure to have you on today, and we want to play your new single here. And tell us a little bit about I Work a Lot Better When You Turn Me On. I like that.
Oh, well, thank you. Actually, I wrote this song with my buddy Josh Turner, and speaking of the young ones, there's a great example of a young man who's playing some great country music these days, and Josh not only has become a great singer and writer, but he's also a friend of mine, and it's always a pleasure to work with him. But this is a song that for a long time I thought it might be a Josh Turner single, but now it's turned out to be a John Anderson single, and I'm really proud to have it, called I Work a Lot Better When You Turn Me On.
All right, John Anderson, thank you so much for being here with us today. Best of luck to you, and we'll see you out there on the road.
Thank you, Eric. We appreciate your help there.